Hello everyone, it's me, ValeriaAsteria. I'm back here to take you through the end of our first day through the Lady Arcaders Super Showcase, raising money for care. We've got one more run with GrayGooGirl, gonna show us Earthbound PK Scramble, any percent race flags, which you have mere moments to snipe our incentives for. That is, you can change the direction of the PK ability, is currently swag, or you can change the name of Nessa's favorite food, which is currently bones. And remember, when you donate, exclamation mark donate to get to the Totify link, you can pick both a poll and a current target. We are, of course, raising money for care, and to bring us back and remember who that is, CARE is a global charity that places gender equality at the center of everything they do. They respond to international crises, fight for economic, climate, and health equality, as well as access to food and water. They provide resources to women to pursue economic justice by empowering them to start businesses or pursue quality education. CARE knows that with the proper resources, women have the power to lift entire communities out of poverty, and working together and working towards that goal around the world. And we have already raised $810 for that on the first day, and that is amazing. Thank you all so far. We can always do more. Alright. Here we go. Ness's fate is sealed. He thinks that bones are delicious and that swag is the coolest thing. Now, let's hand it over to GrayGooGirl to show us PK Scramble.
Hey y'all, I'm GrayGooGirl, and I'm joined by MJPastellis. We're going to be doing some PK Scramble for y'all. So just in case y'all aren't familiar with it, this is based on Earthbound. Earthbound is an RPG from 1994. Very strange RPG. But yeah, this is going to be completely randomized, so all of the items are shuffled around. We're going to be doing some fun stuff with that. You can see the tracker on the side. I will be explaining a bit of that as we go, just because it's quite complicated and there's lots of stuff. But yeah, with that, I think we should be good to go. So MJ, you wanna cut me down?
Count you down?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Go for 3. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So our first thing, we're gonna find out where we are because we're doing a randomized start location. And we are in Tucson. All right, so that's the second stage, second area rather. Let me check a thing real quick just to make sure I'm good on that. There's no increased mischance, that's good. So we're gonna check what other teleports we have as well. We got Freed and Dahlem. Oh, we got 2 characters right away. So we're gonna do that. Immediately we're gonna pop off and go to Freed. In the main game, you go to this after you clear Tucson, and that lady goes in the hotel. She's trying to trick you into going to the hotel so that she can take you into this sort of back room, and then you'll all see what happens when we go in that room.
I'm sure it's
Zombies.
That's not what I expected, frankly.
So yeah, we get captured by zombies and thrown into a pit, where we're gonna get a check for our first character. And our first character is Pooh. That's actually really good. Pooh comes with a free key item. He is one of the better casters. He can't really put on equipment that's not designed for him, but that's not really a problem. So let's see what we got from Pooh. So he's got the meteorite piece. That's one of our go mode items. All right, that's a wonderful development. It saves us having to track that down. So we're gonna teleport them to Dahlem, which is actually where Pooh is normally found in the game. We're going to check who's on the throne, because that's another character check, which will be really nice. I'm hoping to see Paula. If we don't see Paula, seeing Jeff would be good. If not, then the Flying Man. All of those would be great choices.
How out of the ordinary is this as a start? Because this seems pretty
out of
good.
the ordinary. Yeah, so this is, we're starting with, let's see. 2 of our go mode things, with Paula and the Meteorite Shard, and we got 2 characters immediately without doing any combat. This is not normal, which means it's probably gonna be a relatively quick seed. Oh, we got 2 teddy bears now, too. That's fantastic. We're gonna also stop by and do a little scripted event that happens in the game where Pooh learns how to use, teleport. It's down here at the bottom of Dahlem. There's a little, shrine where he sort of sits and communes with the spirits. So we're gonna go sit down there and do that real quick. But yeah, this is definitely out of the ordinary for starting. We're not out of the woods yet for a lot of things, just because we don't know where our next spot's gonna be. We don't really have a key item that gives us any progression at this point, because Threed is basically shut down. There's no real progression there. Same for Dahlem. This is the only other progression location. Tucson, we need $200 to get an item from Apple Kid after we give him some food. But we don't have any cash right now, so we'd have to do some combat to get some cash, so that's really our only major progression key item spot at this point.
Oh, should we make a note about the... make a note about the flashing lights?
Yes, I will warn everybody right now. There is a lot of flashing lights in this game. It's unfortunate because whenever a crit happens, there's flashing lights. A lot of the Psi abilities use flashing lights. It's kind of just sort of integral to the way the game's designed, that's sort of like a visual style of it. So yeah, be careful if you suffer from any issues photosensitivity stuff, just take precaution. Alright, so we just got Lost Underworld. That's our first spot open already. We're gonna go back to Tucson for a minute, though. I wanna first off check some levels. Yeah, Paul and Pooh are levels 2 and 4, respectively. We need to get a little bit of experience, so we're gonna go right back to Tucson. We know since it's the starting area, the enemies there are gonna be reasonable to fight. That should get us up to, like, level 5 or 6. And that'll unlock some of the early Psi abilities. So we're gonna pop over here, and there should be some mushrooms, mushrooms or bugs. All of which are totally fine to fight. And we're just gonna turn on auto fight, because there's really no strategy to use right now. Oh, never mind, these bugs are not here to play around. We are probably not gonna survive this. Oh, we're definitely not gonna survive this. Alright, so we'll check Lost Underworld and see if that's a survivable sort of encounter. Unfortunately for us, we're gonna lose the teddy bears we had because they're attacking the bears.
Oh, no.
They're attacking our characters. It's fine though, it's fine. We're okay. But yeah, Lost Underworld is probably where it wants us to go because it's the only real encounter spot we can do. We can also try Threed. Threed might have some encounter stuff we can do. In fact, we're going to do that first. Lost Underworld got opened after Dahlem, so there's a higher chance that it's going to be stronger enemies. Alright, so to explain a little bit about the tracker, by the way, tracker's broken down into 4 sections. Up top, you can see the main character selection. So there's only the most important characters. There's one that's a teddy bear spot, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to pull these enemies and see if we can fight them. Below that are the feat spots. We need to clear 4 of those in order to beat the game. Okay, so it looks like we might be able to kill these guys for just a little bit of experience. Hopefully not. This goes well enough.
So how much of this... Pardon me.
Oh, go ahead.
How much of this is actually randomized? Because it doesn't seem like enemies are randomized, or...
Enemies are not randomized. So the key items are randomized, our teleport access is randomized, the bosses are completely randomized. So that's really the main thing. We also have randomized equipment turned on, so the equipment we have for our characters is completely randomized. Let me just do this. We're gonna top off everybody. I think Paula has some magic now, so we should be able to use that to start clearing some more stuff. We're gonna do 1 or 2 more enemies here just to get some extra levels. Yeah, okay, we're in much better shape now. Those first levels are always the hardest to get, and they make the largest difference for actually fighting things. So let's get 1 more pull in here. Also, we're gonna grab this present, which is a teddy bear. Nice. Teddy bears are an extra optional pseudo character, as they were. They are in combat, they can't do any actions, but they can take hits for you. So they're very useful early on. Alright, so we're gonna punch this guy down. Doesn't seem to be wanting to take the death. So we're gonna use freeze on him. Just a little bit right there, that should take care of that. Okay, everyone's got a couple levels, that should be fine. We're gonna go check out Lost Underworld. Actually, Lost Underworld right now, or do we wanna... like half a second to figure out my routing. We're gonna go check out how much cash we just got out of doing that. Just so we can see if we want to go and try and buy Apple Kid's item. Go pull that from the ATM. Still not enough, so we can't buy it just yet, but we can go try and do Berglund Park, so I think we're gonna try to do that first. There is a boss in Berglund Park. Normally it's Everdread. In this case, it's gonna be some random enemy. This check is always divorced of its level from the surrounding area. So it could be very early, it could be very late. If we get punched and die immediately, it was probably pretty late. So we're just gonna see that. It's Captain Strong. So Captain Strong is the corrupt police chief of Onet. And we're gonna see how strong Captain Strong is. We're also gonna try and freeze him because it's the best way to take care of him.
Got a moment for me to chime in?
Sure thing.
Just wanted to say we've got a new poll open for the Final Fantasy randomizer tomorrow, continuing the randomizer goodness. You get to choose your player, and so the poll is between Fighter, Thief, Red Mage, White Mage, and Black Mage. So we have until 10 minutes before that run to get that going.
Okay, so keeping on the trend of getting stuff that is just incredibly incredibly lucky, we just got the Zombie Flypaper. Zombie Flypaper is used in Threed to get access to Saturn Valley, which is another one of our Go mode conditions. So let's go pull the... Oh, we got exactly 207 bucks. So we're gonna pull 207 from there. We're gonna go buy that item from Apple Kid. I think we have a food item on us, or there might be one in his house. We'll see. But yeah, so that's probably the next thing we're gonna want to do then. Captain Strong was very clearly where we should have gone. That's why we punched him over immediately. Is that good?
Yeah. I'm absolutely obsessed with the pink tones of this area every single time. Everything about this game is so strange but pretty, but also incredibly off-putting.
There's actually a lot of randomization as well with the colors, specifically for this randomizer. It does some palette swapping, enough that it's not like super jarring. But it's very, very good to kind of like get a little bit of that kind of thing. And yeah, there's a lot of like unnaturally colored areas in the game because that's just the way that Earthbound was. Okay, there's Apple Kid. Apple Kid's gonna give us an item. We got a carrot key. That's another spot that's open. So we've got 2 spots. We've got a bunch of our Go mode items. Let's go teleport and open up Saturn Valley. Seems like a solid choice. With the Meteorite Shard too, we can get a teleport there that we normally wouldn't be able to get till later in the game. So we'll go check that out then. Yeah, I mean, aside from that, Lost Underworld is definitely something we can clear. And we can clear the Dahlem spot as well. Oh, we gotta just autopilot it straight to the actual graveyard instead of going and doing the thing we're supposed to do. Because we're going so quickly, I'm also gonna pop in and show you the aftermath of what we're about to do. Alright, so we're gonna go in here, we're gonna put down some zombie flypaper. It's what it sounds like. It's flypaper for zombies. So we're gonna go take a nice little rest over in the hotel. We kind of have to. We don't have the cash to do that right now, I don't think. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta actually get some cash. So we'll check out the aftermath of that in a minute. I'm gonna go then check out Lost Underworld. We'll see if we want to do that spot first. Because we get cash as we beat monsters. So without any money, we can't sleep in the hotel. And even the cheapest ones are like 60 bucks. Okay, giant planet thingy. Let's fight. Okay. We're just gonna bash it. This is clearly where we're supposed to be, so we're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna farm a couple monsters on the way. We're gonna go then clear out the spot that's here.
So do the locations scale with your level if you're supposed to be there?
Yes, so all of the locations and monsters are scaled around what your health is currently. So like your level, up to I think a certain maximum. And like there's a minimum and a maximum for the area. So they'll scale a little bit, but yeah, this area is normally a very late game. This is the last spot you're supposed to clear. So the enemies are also not very kind. So we're gonna stop by this lovely little phone right here, call our dad, and save the game. Oh, I forgot to mention also, every time you see that, no problem here, I'm donating an additional $1 towards the marathon. Also, if I bonk during teleports, that's an additional $10. So, y'all want to keep track of that in chat, feel free to. But yeah, that's just that nothing here happens when you try to initiate a conversation or activate an item when there's no item there. Alright, this area is a little tricky because these enemies all attack everybody. So, he's just gonna do Fire L and it's gonna do a bunch of damage. And we're gonna lose. Yeah.
I assume this is one of the rougher places to have to go this early then.
Yes, because the enemy AI in this is pretty brutal. We're just gonna take an intentional death here. So we're just gonna auto fight. We'll let Ness do. There we go. Teddy bear be damned.
Yeah, my understanding is that once you lose a character, it's pretty rough trying to get them back.
Yes. So normally it would be that way. Oh, that was not great. But we have easy deaths turned on for this. So our characters come back every time we take that intentional death set.
Alright.
Normally the way it works in the game is when you die, you come back with Ness at full health, 0 side points, and then the rest of your party members are all still passed out. So you have to like go to a hospital and revive them, and it's a whole ordeal. It takes time and effort. Rather than auto-attacking through this, I'm just gonna do the casting. Trying my best to preserve as many of my side points as possible. Just because it can go really pear-shaped if we get to a fight and we need that kind of power. Unfortunately, Ness is gonna have to burn most of his getting everyone back up. But having Paula and Pooh able to cast Freeze is definitely more important than having Ness able to cast Swag. Yeah, Bash, we're gonna do another Freeze here. That should be enough to kill this thing. Ah! So much damage! Okay, we got some levels out of that, that's always a good thing. Pop through here. Oh, perfect. So you'll see the spiral might be a different color depending on if we get back attacked or if we attack from behind. If it is green, we've successfully done a back attack, in which case I can then either run away immediately or I get a free round of attacks with my characters. So, if it's that like bluish color, it just means that it's a neutral encounter. We're gonna the bash, another freeze, the bash. Ugh, all the AoE forever. Yeah, you'll see there's a recurring theme in this when we run through with these characters. Freeze is used primarily as our damaging spell. Mostly because it has a chance to... Oh, this is the second location! That would explain why things are hitting pretty hard. Let's do... We're gonna do Swag, we're gonna do Fire. That way we can take out that first set of like little plant thingies. Alright, so Trillion Spore was frozen solid, which is super useful. We're gonna continue to do our Freeze Onslaught. Ideally, hopefully, freezing Trillion Spore from doing anything else. Unfortunately, it casts a Psy Shield, so it's not reflecting our attacks, but it is preventing them from doing anything. So, we wasted a little bit of Psy points there, but that's fine. Freeze Alpha is cheap.
That was deeply upsetting seeing you just wail on some poor creature like this.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say. I mean,
It
even though it
looks
was
so
in a cave
sad.
minding its own business, it's. I'm maybe we're the baddies just a little bit, but that's not a problem, right?
Let's not think about it too hard.
I mean, okay, think about this though. Ness is a child. He doesn't know better. They're all like 10 years old. They're just out exploring the. So really, we should talk about Ness's parents, letting him just run around and do whatever he wants, saving the planet.
I do have
Not
some
watching over him.
concerns regarding that, yes.
I mean,
mean-
you know, it's important to make sure you know where your kids are.
His dad seems to be all for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
we called Dad earlier, right?
Yeah. They're just like, they've accepted that this is Ness's fate, so he's just gonna do it. Alright, so, to cover what just happened, we just went to the Fire Spring. Fire Spring is one of the magic spots in the game. There are 8 of those. Each one contains a fragment of a song. It's a callback to the original Earthbound, which is actually Mother 1. This is actually Mother 2 in Japan. So, in Mother 1, you use a song to defeat the final boss. This is sort of a callback to that. So you don't actually use the song to defeat the boss in this, but it is required to get access to Gygus. And we're gonna just try and get through this without pulling as much as possible. These enemies are actually afraid of us now because we've cleared the spot. So as long as we don't touch them, they shouldn't want to touch us.
I always loved that as a mechanic in RPGs.
Oh yeah. They're absolutely terrified that Ness is gonna reap vengeance upon them.
Yeah, I frequently wish other games had that because it just makes sense. Cough cough. All of the Yakuza series.
So what we just got there was a phone call from Apple Kid. Apple Kid was telling us where the zombie flypaper was, but we already had it, so it wasn't really that useful. We are gonna pop in here real quick and take a save, and get ourselves a heal, and then we're gonna clear another one of the spots. It's open, we might as well do it. So that's done. Our bank account. This looks like we might have another seed where we just leave Jeff out of it. Jeff is really the only character we don't really need to have. It's hard to say, 'cause he's a good character. He can do a lot of damage. But Paul is necessary to beat the final boss. You have to have her. And Pooh has a very special ability that makes him incredibly useful for that fight. Jeff, on the other hand, not so much.
Okay, so I've never...
So go ahead.
Okay, so all of my Earthbound knowledge comes from watching Earthbound speedruns. So I have to ask, is Pooh his given name, or did he choose to be
is his
Pooh?
default name.
Okay.
Yeah. So Pooh is his default
It's
name.
not
I don't know
giving
if that's his actual name.
Of
and
course.
I believe that's his actual name. But there's actually a very fun little toilet humor joke based on his name. Actually, I think it's specifically fighting Master Belch, so we might see that. Just can't remember if it's. This is the first spot we're just gonna auto attack. No, I'm gonna reverse that choice right now, because I keep forgetting they don't have any equipment, so they're not doing any damage. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. That wasn't Master Belch, it was the other one. The other big giant pile of slime. But yeah, there's a fun little joke about him not liking gross out humor with the name Pooh.
What
so
an
that's our second
unfortunate
spot.
goal.
Yeah. We are absolutely cruising through this. I expect things will slow down a bit, since we have to go through Threed. That's gonna take us back to Saturn Valley. We're gonna have to use a teleport from Saturn Valley to figure out where we're gonna go next.
For a jet seed to become a casino, as they say.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we've got some really good stuff right away, but it can drastically slow down. And I'm kind of expecting it will. Really, it's going to be what we have access to right away. Because we only have, let's see, the zombie flypaper. It's going to lead us to a boss fight, which will lead us to Saturn Valley, which will give us one teleport. Ideally, that teleport would be somewhere like Fourside. Because if it's Fourside, it gives us access to a bunch of different places. So let's teleport out to... actually, we're gonna get to Tucson real quick and do a thing. I think we're strong enough to get past those ants. I want to pick up some exit mice. Exit mice are incredibly useful items. They are mice, so they are not just items, they are also mice. But they will guide you directly out of a dungeon at the fastest possible way. So it literally just, you use the item and then you're at the entrance of the dungeon. In the base game, you can only carry one at a time. Ooh, rush path. I have no idea if that's good. We're gonna check it out real quick before... strong defense. Misses 50% of the time. Nope. Gonna say nope on that one.
That doesn't seem ideal, no.
This is why I like randomized equipment, because you kind of have to see if that's gonna be the case. Like, a lot of them have the KC bat, like, you miss a whole bunch of times.
You can really get screwed over by that early on though, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's one of the things I ask for during vetting, is that people look to see if there is that kind of thing happening. Oh, no, no! Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna make it through we might not make it through this. Okay, there we go. Let's try doing swag and see if we can take them out with one swag. I don't think we can, but we're gonna try. Nope. Okay, so... Yeah, exit mice, definitely not gonna happen right now. We'll go to one of the other spots where they are.
We just weren't swag enough, I guess.
We were not swag enough. We gotta get more swag going. Absolutely gotta get more swag going. So the next step then, we're gonna go back to Threed. We have enough cash now that we can easily stay at the hotel a bunch of times.
Is there anything you'd like... What's like the ideal next get from your list?
Okay, based on what we have access to, teleport to Foreside would be really nice. Teleport to Onet would be really nice. Basically anywhere that's gonna give us a key item. That way we've got some kind of, like, progression we can do. Because at this point, key items are gonna be progression. There's no question about it. Alright, we're gonna withdraw all of our money. That's another fun thing about having easy deaths. You don't lose any money on death. Which is a huge thing. Because, like, normally that's, like, why they force you to use the ATM card in the game, is because if you leave your money in the ATM, it's safe. But it just adds, like, an extra step and obfuscation and everything. Alright, so all the zombos, they've all just decided that they're done hanging out in their respective locations. They're gonna go into that circus. That circus tent.
Zombie dog!
Zombie dog! So cute. That's the second doggo.
What a good doggy.
Good doggo. So good.
I would love
so we're
to
gonna
pet it, but also... I'm scared.
And so we're just gonna take a quick look at what we've done.
Oh gosh.
That's right, everybody. We did this. They're all stuck to the floor.
They're just napping.
They're just hanging out, right? Okay, so Tony is gonna ask us to give him a quote-unquote meme. This is actually gonna be what saves the world at the end of the game. So we're just going to put in what I always put in, which is trans rights. If I get trans rights in the chat, that'd be lovely.
Trans rights.
Trans rights, saving the world. There we go. Alright, so that's taken care of. We are gonna go head on over to the graveyard. By the way, in the base game, when Tony calls you, he asks you what your actual name is, and doesn't give you any context for what it's for, so it's supposed to be, like, midway through the game, it tells you, hey, enter your name, and then it surprises you at the end by pulling back that name. It's kind of a fun little thing. Alright, so we're gonna pop through here. Oh, also, I should probably note, we're moving twice as fast as you normally move in the game.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, so we're gonna... Basically, because we're moving that fast, there's some knock-on effects of doing that. Specifically, moving that quickly kinda janks the movement across tiles. It's supposed to be like if you have a skip sandwich, you move faster, but it can cause a lot of problems to do that. So we actually have a walk button.
Yeah,
I can hold
because
down a button and walk.
enemy movements is tied to your movement, right?
Yes. So enemies, they can move without you moving, but they are always going to try and, like, meet up with your movements. Ah, it's not good.
So stuff like stutter stepping doesn't really play into this, does it?
Not really, no. We are going to have to do spawn and despawn for a lot of things later in the game. Specifically in the Gygas areas where that becomes a really big, important factor. Where we're going to try and, like, spawn an enemy in. If the enemy's there, we can always just step back, despawn them, and see if we can get past without spawning any more in. Okay, this is the department store spook, one of the more annoying bosses to fight. We are going to throw the absolute gauntlet at this thing as hard as we can, and try to take it down as fast as possible. Because it does a lot of AoE damage. And thankfully, that was just really quick and easy. Simple as that. So clearly this was the direction it wanted us to go before we cleared out Lost Underworld, but that really kind of set us up for success with this. Sometimes that can be a really big factor in running quickly through these seeds, is doing stuff a little bit ahead of time so you get the levels to avoid having to do it the right way. Or in the progression order they want it to be done. Alright, so we're about to go visit the best people in this game, the people who are the most pure and can do no wrong, Mr. Saturns.
Yay.
Also, the best
so
items in Smash Bros. History.
Look at them, they're so adorable! They got their own little font and everything. Fun fact, the font used in the original game was based on the, I believe it was the main designer's child's handwriting. So it was kanji, but it was like very poorly written. So they built a font entirely out of that. Let's do the meteorite piece. So that was Dr. Angenuts, that is Jeff's father. He's built a phase distorter machine, and we're going to use that phase distorter machine to go to a time that is outside of... We're going outside of time first. And then we're going to go outside of time and space. But we can't do the and space part of it just yet.
Makes sense.
Alright, so we're going to talk... That's good.
Hey.
Hey, we got our teleport to Onett. I'm shocked that we got the one I was actually hoping for. So we're gonna go teleport there right now, because we have really nothing else we can do. There's only 2 things that are open for us to do right now. We're gonna grab a key item out of the library. Normally that is the book on shyness that we would give to the Tenda village. But we're not gonna worry about that right now. It's just something else. Someone stored something in the shelves, and we're gonna find it. Hop into here. It's the bookshelf right in the back here. Game doesn't normally tell you where this is. It's the police badge. We have 2 things that are open now. We are gonna go hand in that police badge and go fight some cops. Because, you know, what kind of game would it be if we weren't fighting cops? To be fair,
I mean, we already got started.
First.
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat up Captain Strong. Normally Captain Strong is the boss you would fight here. But in this case, it is... Oh, Mr. Carpenter! Hell yeah! So, Mr. Carpenter is, every RPG has a fight that's really not that bad, or sometimes is it directly a joke. Mr. Carpenter is not that bad, by any means.
So does it just just replace the boss's dialogue, as well as put them in the overworld?
It's their default dialogue. So all of them will just speak as though they're regularly doing their own dialogue. The dialogue of the boss that should be there.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so these cops are very, very weak. Alright, so we've seen Swag, but the best part of getting Onett and getting the police badge is we're gonna see Bones! We're actually gonna stop by Ness's mom's house, and we're gonna go and eat some delicious, delicious bones.
Ness is going to finally get some parenting.
Exactly! He's gonna get some food, he's gonna take a nap.
And our run ends with our mom reminding us that we shouldn't be doing all this, and we should just stay at home and be nice little kids, right?
Yeah, she's gonna try, but
I'm surprised she's gonna try.
She understands that it's Ness's fate to save the universe. And that was Mr. Carpenter. He's pretty weak.
Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Carpenter. Alright, so at this point we would have gained access to Tucson, and we're gaining access to Onet Mountain, which is where Ness's mom's house is, where we also have now a key item and 2 teleports that we can pick up. So we've got really a lot of it just opened up right there. So we're gonna go do all of that. It's gonna take a couple seconds. If we have anything you want to say, like donations or announcements, feel free.
Yeah, I wanted to give us a reminder that our second run of tomorrow, Kirby's Squeak Squad, we have the current target for Metal Kirby's Candy-infused final boss. So we have, alongside the poll for Final Fantasy Randomizer's player, that you can choose both a target and a poll when you donate.
It feels like
Yeah.
a crime. It feels like a crime to beat up something that swag.
Oh yeah, that spiteful crow.
Yes.
Oh, we're back.
love those things.
Don't bother yourself with talking now. You look tired. Mother understands these things. Eat some bones and scoot up to bed. But yeah, the spiteful crow's got a little swagger to him. Alright, we're gonna stop in quick and talk to Ness's sister. We're just gonna take this item to the room. We're actually not gonna talk to her, because she just runs Escargot Express. We don't really need Escargot Express. Which is normally a way you can deal with...
Walked in and stole her stuff and walked out. What
Isn't
a great
that what siblings
brother.
are for?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. In my experience, that is essentially it.
So we're going to talk to Buzz here. Buzz taught us how to get to Deep Darkness. Buzz is a pseudo-character at the start of the game that ushers you through your first couple fights with bosses. Your first boss fight and like a few other little fights. He grants shields, he's pretty strong, but he gets killed early on by Pokey's mom by being smacked with a newspaper. I mean, being a fly, that was kind of always what was going to happen, but you know. Let's talk to Lear over here. Lear is gonna show us this thing he found in his basement. By basement, I mean that hole he dug in his floor. Into this gigantic cave that he dug.
You should not be inviting small children into the hole you dug in your in the floor of your house.
What if the hole has something really cool in it?
It does have. It's got something kind of neat. It's the Maney statue.
It sounds very suspicious.
It's pretty suspicious. Also, Lear likes to talk a lot about how he eats raw garlic. Don't know why, he just does.
Okay, but we just ate a whole bunch of bones. I don't think we're in a position to judge him. I think
zero judgment. He's just very vocal about it.
There.
Alright, so we're gonna stop up here at this meteor that smashed down. Normally this is where you get the meteorite shard. We are gonna pick something else up here. We found a tiny ruby. Tiny ruby's used in summers. We do not have access to summers right now, so we're not gonna worry about it. Before we leave, I'm going to do a thing that's gonna make not so much sense right now. We're gonna teleport to Onet, even though we're in Onet. And we're gonna see what's going on with Frankie and the sharks. So we'll see who's there. There might be some boss fights we can do. These can also be very, very divorced from the actual enemies that are in the area for their levels. It's Frankie and Frankie's spot, y'all! I get to say the thing! Is this even randomized?
So, question about the, item boxes we've been seeing around. Does that indicate what item might be in that, or are those just randomized as well?
It does. So, there's things, it's pretty common in a lot of RPG randomizers that just shows, chest reflects contents. So in this case, if it's that, golden colored box, it's equipment. If it's a small box, it is... If I can do this dialogue properly. If it's a small box, like a tiny box, it's typically a stat boost pill. So, yeah, it definitely tells us some idea of what's in there.
I love these little creatures so much. They're extreme. They give off extreme non-binary gremlin energy, and I love that for them.
100%.
As a fellow non-binary gremlin.
I love it so much. Alright, so we're fighting Frankie. Frankie is, he's Frankie. He's like a gang leader, I think, but, he's also kind of a greaser, which is kind of weird. And Frankie was super easy to take down, but now we're gonna fight Ness's Nightmare. We're gonna auto attack for this. This is gonna be kinda hairy. We can't really use psi attacks on them because they'll automatically reflect. So we're gonna pop out of this. Like half a second to look at the thing real quick. So we can try using hypnosis on it. It's not necessarily gonna work, but we can at least give it a shot. Other than that, there's really not much else we can do other than just keep punching away. And we'll do a heal on Ness. Yeah, it's gonna keep using Psi Swag, which, you know, does a bunch of damage.
I can't believe.
Okay, we're just gonna try and punch, and hopefully.
I can't believe we're.
Yeah.
We have to reap the rewards of our own swag.
Yeah, swag's being thrown directly back at us. I might actually go look for some equipment to do this. We've got some cash, and we've got a shop open that can definitely help us out. Okay, yeah, we're gonna drop the auto-attacking, because I don't think we're gonna do enough damage. Well, can't do swag, but we can just... This is gonna hurt real bad. Oh, wait. Shields down? Shields down! You know what? We'll take it. Ness's Nightmare is supposed to have a Psi Shield. I don't know why it's not there, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Might have fallen off because we went so many turns. So I'll take it.
Take those, yeah.
I was very prepared to lose that fight. Pencil Eraser is on Mayor Perkle. Okay. So, but when you beat up Frankie in the initial game, Mayor Perkle gives you a reward. Your reward is a key to a shack that takes you to one of the special spots. In this case, Perkle has a thing called the Pencil Eraser, which is not anything of what it sounds like. It is an object that erases pencil-shaped objects. So we're gonna go talk to Mayor Perkle. He's gonna give us the thing. That opens up Happy Happy and gives us a chance to get another character. And gives us another spot, so that's a really big find. So let's go grab all of that right now. We won't be able to get the character right away, but we can see who it is. So we might know where Jeff is. We're also gonna pop to Winters really quick so we can grab a key item. And part of me really, really hopes it's the bubblegum. Because if it's vanilla bubblegum, we get to see Tessie. And Tessie is the best character. Tessie can do no wrong. Oh, it's the Hawkeye! That's another... Ooh, okay. We've got Deep Darkness. So... Okay, we're gonna buy a deluxe pants for Paula. So she's, like, got some kind of damage. Let's do... We're not gonna spend... Yeah, we're not gonna spend any more money right now. If we're gonna spend money, we should definitely go and do it at Tucson, but... I'm kind of... Let's check Deep Darkness first. We definitely need to heal up, though. I probably should have done that before we went to Deep Darkness. Yeah, biggie stuff. Talk to this guy. This guy was thinking... Hold on. Okay, yeah, he sells stuff. So let's double check to make sure we've got... Actually, we'll buy a tin bat. Oh, that's fine. That phone bat is really, really not great, so...
Have we only had one bonk so far?
We have. We've had one, I think we had one cancel. Yeah, perfect. That's a way better weapon than he had, which means he's actually gonna swing for damage now. Tin bats. And no other equipment. Alright, so we're gonna do... Right, that's the monkey that tries to teach us teleport. We don't need to do that. Actually, we're gonna go to Saturn Valley quick and heal, then we're gonna do Deep Darkness. Yeah, so we have one bonk, and I want to say something like, 4 nothings. let's do this real quick heal. Saturn Valley is really good for this specific thing of it just free heals. Free heals, free doctor. So we might get punched over real quick in this. We'll see how it goes. There is also a character check in here, which is why I want to do it. Seems like it'd be a solid choice to do. That's also a shady dealer. If we get Jeff through here, first of all, do that. Well, I can put that on. Gonna use our lovely Hawkeye. Now we can see stuff. Cash dispenser. It's underwater. Don't know why it's underwater.
All right. Not gonna question it.
Nope.
I'm
just the thing.
I'm pretty obsessed with Ness only having his cap just poking out of the water.
Oh, it's great. It's perfect. I think I made the wrong
visual gag.
It's great. This is this nice little thing. Was it down here? No, I was going the right way. Never mind. I don't do the swamp very often because it's deep darkness. It's not super useful. We're gonna just auto fight. Okay, this is definitely where we should be, based on the amount of damage that's doing. Also, Ness is gonna hit for a lot more now with that better bat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all gonna hit substantially harder. So we're gonna go this way. Okay, we're gonna get punched by some eels. Mean old eels.
I swear, this is easily the most normal enemy design I've seen so far, and it's kind of baffling.
Oh yeah, they're just electric eels. We're gonna try and not have anyone die in this. Okay, well that hit Paula, so she died.
Yeah.
Right. I was hoping we'd get some attacks off first, but clearly that's not happening. Oh, and those miss. Okay, I see how it is. Game. I'm on to you.
It just knows you had too easy a time with the early game.
Oh, absolutely. So it's punishing me now. That's the wrong direction. So this is down this way is where we want to go. There we go. Yeah, so it's down around here. And then we're going to go grab that. Iron bat, don't really care about that. We're going to pop down around here. And it's going to take us up. Oh, no.
This doesn't seem ideal.
It's not. It's very not.
Hey.
Alright, Pooh. Just pretend to be that thing. It's fine. Wow. Pooh hitting for a lot of damage. I'll take it. Okay. This happens. It's fine. I didn't heal before we went in there, and that was... Well, no, I did heal, but...
Wait,
I made some mistake.
Wait, did the eels have sunglasses? Okay, that's not normal at all, then. Whoops.
Yeah. They're a little off. Everything in this game is a little off. Just a little bit. Tiny bit. So we're gonna do Deep Darkness again, y'all.
While we are making our way back there, I've got a donation from Leprechaun Gangster that's for $10 that says trans rights. And that went to the Black Mage.
Leprechaun Gangster is my partner, and I love you dearly. So we're gonna punch a crocodile, I guess? Oh, there's also an eel here. Alright.
I see it now. He's got those, like, Ozzy Osbourne glasses going on. Love that for him.
Tiny little glasses. Adorable. Okay, please don't hit Ness. Thank you. Yeah,
for this being like the spot where we ought to be, level-wise, these guys are still hitting pretty dang hard.
Yeah, it's the whole AoE thing. This game does not do AoEs really well. There's no AoE healing at all. So, in this case, if they can hit two things, we can only heal one thing. It's just kind of the way it's designed.
Those eel sprites look so funny out of the water.
Oh yeah,
it's so
they
good.
chase you to no end. Ah, They're also so fast. Why are they so fast? This is not great. Why Paula? Why always Oh, okay, yeah, that's, we're not gonna, we're not gonna say Paula. But she soaked one of the attacks for us, so I guess that's a thing. Yeah. This is being very, very rude.
You said it.
I just want to see who's in the spot. I mean, if it's no one that we really want, I'll just ditch out and not do this, but I have to know who's there.
Is there a little bit of sunk cost fallacy in this now?
It's just sign. It's a tiny bit. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, Pooh just got a bunch of experience. That's not... we got some reward for that, right? Okay, so we're gonna go over here. Gonna try and avoid pulling anything else.
Just the tiny tuft of hair poking out. Excellent. Oy.
Alright, we're done with this. We're gonna take the hit, we're gonna die. It's fine. We'll come back. We're gonna go do Happy Happy, because that's probably where it wants us to go. Because it's definitely punching harder than I was expecting. And that's fine. These things happen. So let's go back to Tucson. So we got the pencil shape, we got the pencil eraser. That opens up a couple things, specifically the pathway to Happy Happy Village. Happy Happy is exactly what it sounds like. It's a cult. It is a culty cult, and they are typically the people who are associated to Mr. Carpenter. Which we've already seen earlier in this game. Mr. Carpenter is not running them right now. We're gonna see who it is. But they paint everything blue. In this case, it is a random assortment of colors because the randomized palette.
Obsessed
they all wear
with
blue,
that,
and they say blue. Let's see if these things hurt.
On that note, I love their like.
Not very much. Sorry.
Just saying that I love the pink foliage here on the note of the randomized colors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's lovely.
Pink is my favorite color, and I'm just obsessed with everything being pink over there. It's so good.
That's great. Yeah, like this is on par with like the Link to the Past randomizer as far as like really good color palette randomization. Just very, very good. Pinkish purple water.
Easy.
You play a lot of SNES randos, just in general, right?
Yeah, that's like my bread and butter. Is I do a lot of SNES rando. Pencil eraser. There we go. Pencil statue gone. Yeah, this game is pretty bizarre when it comes to like a lot of. I mean, obviously you've heard me rambling all of that nonsense so far, but stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
pencil eraser is just kind of awesome.
Talking about this game out loud makes you sound unwell.
Oh, very much so. 100% agree.
This is so much more comfortable than the swamp, huh?
Very much so, because we're just, they're not doing any damage, and we're just punching them over immediately. So I probably should have not gone back to the swamp. Mistakes were made. But you know what? I don't regret anything, even though I probably should. We are gonna use magic on this, because we don't wanna blow up that territorial oak until we're ready to kill it. It'll blow up and do a bunch of damage to our characters. There we go. See, it bursts into flames and does like a huge revenge attack. So this is a good chance to talk about one of the very special features of this game, which is the rolling health counters. They are done in such a way that you don't actually lose the health until the counter hits 0. So you've seen a couple times along the way where we've like recovered health. As long as you are taking the action, and if you have 0 health, it won't kill you until after that action is taken. So casting a heal while you are in that kind of situation, it'll just heal you back up and treat it as though you were above 0 health when that happened.
That seems pretty sophisticated for a SNES RPG, actually.
Oh yeah, it's its own unique thing. It was part of the original design philosophy in that it gives you a chance to react to certain things. You can make enemies deal more damage if you have a chance to, rebut passing out. So, also your guts value determines if you actually do take critical damage. So if you have a high enough guts, you won't drop below 1 hit point for certain attacks. We're gonna stop at the Happy Happy Hotel, which is just a guy's house. He just charged us $150 though, which is kind of mean. It's like, come on, dude, it's your house. You got a spare bed. What the heck?
Listen, name me a place where name me a hotel where I can stay for $150 a night, and I'll be pretty happy with that.
That's fair. It's definitely fair. We're gonna check this shop right here, see what's good with it. There's nothing here I really want to buy.
Then again,
So we're gonna bypass that.
This doesn't exactly seem like the most lovely or hospitable travel destination, so I might skip this one.
I mean, yeah, they talk about being like a cult that's sort of about love and peace and painting everything blue, but like when it comes to putting people up for the night, that's when it starts costing money. There is also a free store here. We are going to absolutely pillage that free store at some point.
That seems like a bit of an oxymoron.
We got the key to the shack. Okay, that is, well, I think we're gonna leave Jeff out of it again. So, yeah, there's a joke about, being kind and leaving Jeff out of it because he's, like, not the best character. We didn't find him, and we have access to 4 spots. So I think we're gonna do this without Jeff. He gets to do what he wants. It's fine. Probably hanging out in a swamper with Monotoli. It's cool. I'm
just hanging out in the swamp seems fun.
No.
If he's in the swamp, he's probably pretty miserable.
He's in the swamp because of, I don't know. I don't want to say he deserves it, but it's Jeff. I mean, there was a crashed helicopter there, so there's a good chance that he was involved in that. That's not any better, is it?
No, not really, no.
No, so
then
Jeff
again,
is
we
most
do
likely...
seem to be a small child with very little regard for human life, so...
Well, I mean, to be fair... Oh, also Bones. We can stop for a snack, but I don't think we've got time for it. Bones! Alright, so we're gonna punch over a mole and a bear, because they started it. Clearly they started it. We all saw. Alright, so to give some context as well, it is not necessarily Ness just running up and punching stuff at random or hurting people who don't deserve it. In the confines of the game, all of the things that we're fighting are controlled at this point by Gygas. He's seeped his tendrils of evil into the planet, and is converting over all of these normal things into being aggressive and mean and trying to stop Ness. So there's some context, right? A little bit.
Also, sometimes you have to fight a bunch of cops.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta fight cops.
Like many... do we have a canon age for Ness?
I think he's 10. It might be a little bit older than that.
Like many 10-year-olds do.
Starting stuff with the cops, yeah, that's all 10-year-olds do that. To be fair, and I will say this again, they're the ones that started the fight. They pulled us in the back room in order to jump us. Yeah, basically, when you get there initially, Captain Strong accuses you of stealing his badge, and takes you in the back to get roughed up.
I have such a meme-rotten brain, because every single time I hear that little jingle, I get transported to my TikTok For You page from, like, a couple years ago. the little ba-da-ba-da-bum. Because that was a TikTok audio for a while.
Ah, no, I know absolutely nothing about TikTok because I'm old. I know very little about TikTok. That's spot number 3, y'all. We have access to spot number 4, so we're gonna go do that. At this point, there's really not much else to do. Could probably. Okay, I don't have any exit mice, so I can't exit easily enough. Just do a thing real quick. Oop, oop. Yeah, so we're just cruising along. I know we're doing. What's our current time at, by the way? Does anyone know?
We're right about to creep up on an hour. Couple minutes.
Oh wow, yeah.
Couple minutes.
We are way ahead. Because we're getting there. We are gonna have to grind out some experience, so that might take a little bit of time. I definitely want to get us some better equipment because we've got absolute garbage for equipment. And we're also gonna have to raid the free store. But yeah, we're really cruising along here. We just got kind of handed a lot of stuff really quickly. This is kind of a best case scenario as well. Alright, so we're gonna pop up this way. We got a full heal from that spot that we just went to, but we're gonna use the key to the shack and get access to this next spot. This will be our 4th spot, and I believe it's 4th in the actual access order too, so it's what it should be. Key to the shack. Talk to them, they're gonna give us an item. Rattler pin, I don't know if that's even good, but we'll take it. I'm gonna pop through here and just head on up. It's gonna take us to the giant foot. And we'll see how much damage these things do. I'm gonna guess it's probably not that much. We're not gonna take any chances though, because I don't trust that, but... Yeah, we need to make sure Pooh is at least level, like, I don't know, like 25, I think is when he gets brain shock. Oh yeah, this is where we're supposed to be. Very clearly. Yeah, it's a bunch of experience. Okay, fighting a rowdy mouse. This mouse is super rowdy. Oh, and the rowdy mouse caught us. That's not great. How dare you critically hit Paula? That's not cool. And Ness. Dang.
Yeesh. I mean, that mouse was feeling pretty dang rowdy, clearly.
Oh, absolutely. And that kind of rowdiness, can't rein that in. There's no controlling that. Oh, come on. Okay. I gotta stop trying to, like, run past them.
We can handle the slugs.
We can handle the slugs, we can handle the ants. It's totally fine. If they all punch Pooh, that's not great, but... Actually, apparently that pin that Paula put on is very useful. She took a lot less damage. So this is a fun thing that's gonna happen. We're gonna get to the giant spot, we're gonna clear the boss that's there. This is kind of a certainty at this point. I don't think that there's any boss that's gonna really stop us hard. So the next thing we're gonna do after that is we're gonna go back to Saturn Village. Oh, zip ribbon, definitely. So once we get 4 spots open, it opens up a special shop. That shop has really good equipment in it. It's basically a prep for fighting Gygus. We don't have any repel sandwiches, which is not ideal, but we've got more than enough time to get through the Gygus fight and the Gygus lead up. And we'll have enough brain food lunches to get us through without too much of a hassle. Yep, 4th sanctuary location, and it is... We're fighting a tent, y'all! It's a tent!
Naturally.
Just a tent.
Not just any tent, it's the boogie tent.
It's the boogie tent! It's great. Alright, so
That's where
we should
I
probably
wanna
be using
be.
fire. Yeah, the boogie tent's a good place to be, right? Trying to do as much damage as possible. We don't have much to do. Let's just try 10 damage attacks. Probably better to do that than mess around with it. Our auto attacks are doing more than our magic right now, because Boogie Tent's pretty resistant to magic. All right, that's pretty fantastic. We cleared a whole bunch of stuff. We might actually want to do some optional stuff, optional boss fights if we can, just to get some experience. Although the only progression path is us going through Deep Darkness. So we'll see where our experience is currently at. So Ness absorbed the power of the land into his heart. That means we can go fight Gygas. Let's check levels 20, 18, and 23. Yeah, we need more experience by a lot. So there's a couple places we can do it. We can fight stuff in Gygas' area. Do a little bit of a grind there. It's not ideal, because we want to buy and set up all of our equipment beforehand. So we're going to Deep Darkness. It just makes the most sense to go there. We should be a little bit stronger than we were last time. And maybe we'll get Jeff. If we don't get Jeff, we'll get a flying man, which will help us level. Because we found the teddy bear already. We know it's not going to be the teddy bear. Alright, so let's go wade our way through a swamp, try and not pull a bunch of angry eels. Gonna pull a bunch of angry eels. Actually, looks like we get a small pile of puke and an angry eel.
It's so small. It looks so sad.
A little tiny.
I almost feel bad just kicking its teeth in.
It's just like
Almost.
It's right there. Alright, so let's we'll do that. We're gonna heal a little bit. I'm gonna take more precautions now. We're gonna do life up with Ness between combat so that we don't lose anybody.
I can't believe
I want to fight the boss here, and I want to get Jeff.
I can't believe I just felt such strong sympathy for a sentient and pile of puke.
Yeah, and this game does that to you. Okay, at least fire B on these things so we can hit all of them at once. I think they take a bunch of damage from fire anyway, so that was the right call. Fire has the side effect of doing something where it hits in a line. Also, it was 24, so Pooh got to level 24. Pooh now has Brain Shock, which is one of the absolute best spells that he can get. Specifically for the Gygas fight. So, Gygas is, in fact, susceptible to Brain Shock, and it makes that fight way easier. So, we're gonna go and do this. I mean, we don't want to go in there at too low a level, or they will just stomp through us anyway. So we're gonna try and get some levels through here before we go in and start leveling up in the Gygas area. Ah, come on. Okay, alligator didn't get to us, we don't have to fight it. Hey, it's a manly fish! There we go!
You're fine.
We punched the manly fish down, because it was being mean. Alright, so we're gonna go up this way and up around. It's gonna take us down through here. And it's Jeff! And the, what was it? The, General Guardian. Or Guardian General, rather. I said it backwards. I told myself not to say it backwards and did it anyway.
I'm not even entirely sure what I'm looking at.
That is it's supposed to be like an ancient Egyptian, golem? I think? 'Cause it's in a pyramid where you fight it for the first time.
Okay.
It's some kind of golem. It's cool. Alright, so hopefully Swag B is gonna do some damage. There we go. So, Guardian General is gone. So, we got ourselves a Jeff. We are, unfortunately, I mean, we could walk past Jeff. But we're not. We're gonna take him. Jeff's a strong kid. He can handle it.
Might
He
have
has
been
no
From what you've told me, he does not sound like a particularly strong kid, nor does he seem like he can handle it.
Yeah, that's pretty true, but it's fine. It's okay. It's Jeff. Jeff
He's a
is
smart
Jeff.
kid.
Jeff can take. He's
I mean,
smart. He's got street smarts. Let's grab some items in here. What are you? Lucky bracelets? Yeah, Jeff, put that on. Alright, we're gonna talk to the leader of the Tenda village. They know about the book on shyness, but there's nothing we can do. They are all cripplingly shy. They can't talk to anybody except for them amongst themselves. So, until we get the book on shyness, we can do nothing in the Tenda village. So we're gonna teleport our way back to... What key item did we get off Jeff? Oh, we got the we got the UFO engine off Jeff. Unfortunately, we're not gonna use it. We don't need to use it. Let's check how much cash we have. That's really gonna dictate what we want to do. We can also do a certain item check in Freed as well. So, really, we want to start buying some of our end game equipment and start outfitting our characters. So, unfortunately, we had to involve Jeff. I was hoping we wouldn't, but you know, it's come to that. All right, we are pretty low on funds.
I feel kind of bad saying this, but isn't having Jeff around ultimately better because at least there's someone else to soak up damage? Or
for the most part, yeah. Actually, we don't have to buy all that much. It looks like we've got some pretty decent equipment. We're gonna sell. Okay, fine, we'll buy something first. We're gonna give a mummy kite to Jeff because we don't have a gun for him. We don't have a weapon for Ness that really matters. Already got a decent weapon for him. No. Yes, sell. And we want to sell that thrush bat that we don't care about. So we can start buying him some actual decent equipment. Decent coin. What else we got? We want to buy the Rattler pins for both of them. Sell another item. We don't need a cookie. No one needs a cookie. I mean, people want cookies. I like cookies, but I don't think I need them.
My partner goes by Cookie, so I can't agree with that sentiment personally.
Totally understandable. Okay, so let's check this shop over here. Unfortunately, we have been cursed with a thing that happened, and I don't love it. We do not have access to life horns. That's, I think we got a cup of life noodles somewhere. I think. Nope. Okay, so we don't have any revives. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's cool. There's no need to panic. Why is everyone panicking?
So all the shop contents are all randomized as well, then?
Very much so, yes. So we're gonna drop a couple items in Ness's inventory. Although we're gonna give that to Jeff. I'm gonna use the IQ capsule on Jeff. I should use that on Paula. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. And we're gonna go... We got one repel sandwich, which is useful. Got a big bottle rocket, which is useful. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Deep Darkness real quick. This is where we teleport a lot. So we're gonna go to Deep Darkness, we're gonna buy some stuff with some of our leftover cash, and we're gonna make Jeff the most useful character in our party.
Oh?
By doing... Is that good?
No, I was just... It seems like you changed your tune on Jeff very, very suddenly.
I did, because I know it wasn't there. It was one of the other merchants. Hold on one second. Where was the other one that we saw? Maybe it was... I mean, it would have to be the one that was in Freed. No, we didn't go to the one in Freed. I thought I saw a place where there were multi-bottle rockets. I might have been incorrect about that. Pretty sure I saw that somewhere, but we're gonna check that. If it's not there, we'll go and check in Tucson. And check the other shop there as well. I don't think we talked to this guy. Did we talk to you? Do you have stuff? No, you didn't have stuff. The big bottle rocket, though, is a very useful item. It does a lot of damage. Substantial amount of damage. It might have been the shop we checked in Berglund Park that had those. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was... Yeah, never mind. I went to the wrong shop, that's why. It's worth checking anyway to see if we can get some stuff. We'll go back to Deep Darkness and check the shop the actual shop that would have had it, not the arms dealer.
I do love that this entire area says trans rights.
Yeah, definitely, 100% with the color scheme. It's perfect.
Trans rights will save the world.
Trans rights will save the world.
They know it.
Always will. Alright, so we're gonna go check. It was this guy up here that had the multi-bottle rockets. Whatever. Just, yeah, fine. Or not? Okay, he's a doctor as well as that. Maybe I just made mistakes. Hold on. It's fine. We don't need to worry about it. We're just gonna go and head back to Saturn Village.
Yes.
From there, we can
I'll hang out with little fellas.
Yeah, we're gonna take this out to where Gygus is. So we're gonna go grab a quick heal up on everybody, and we're gonna grab a save here. Talk to Dad. And do that. Sleep. Okay, so ideally, what's gonna happen is we're gonna get into a fight with Gygus, and he's gonna have his helper. I really, really, really hope that is. Oh wait, sorry, I completely forgot. We didn't raid the free shop. Let's go raid the free shop. That's gonna make getting to Gygus a lot easier without skip sandwiches or without life horns. We're gonna see who's there as well. Looks like it was either Starman Deluxe or Starman Jr. And I really hope that's Starman Jr. We are gonna buy a brain food lunch and we're not gonna pay for it. And we're gonna buy a brain food lunch and we're not gonna pay for it. We are gonna keep doing that because they are incredibly useful. They heal both psi points and health. And we're just gonna fill our inventory with them. Especially since we have to grind out some experience in that area anyway. This is gonna make it a lot easier to do so. Brain food lunches are... We're not gonna fill out completely because that's just way too much. We are gonna grab probably like 5 more.
I can't believe they work off. I can't believe they work off an itch.io pricing model. It's just full on pay what you want.
Okay, so this is the Starman Jr. I'm happy Starman Jr. is here for a bunch of reasons. Mostly the fact is Starman Jr. is a terrible fight you're never supposed to actually have. Typically when you do the Starman Jr. fight, you have Buzz in your team. And Buzz does everything. So it doesn't expect you to actually fight him. He does stuff like this, where he just does like AoE attacks, and if he's Gygus' assistant, it's real bad.
See, you tripped me up because you told me it could be either Starman or Starman Jr. or Starman Deluxe.
Mm.
And one of those things sounds worse than the other, and it's not the way I thought it would be.
Yeah, Starman Jr., like I said, because it's a scripted fight, it expects you to have like the strongest shield in the game and a whole bunch of other stuff. An auto-attacking dog with you, a few other things too. So it just it's just ridiculous in that way. All right, I think we're ready to go fight Gygus. So we're gonna go do that right now.
Oh boy.
All right.
Let's go talk to Dr. Andonuts, and we're gonna do what all children do when they come of age. We're gonna turn ourselves into robots.
Yep.
Alright, so all 4 of our children are now gonna be robots! And they're gonna use that machine, that phase distorter, to take them now out of time and space to a time before time, where we can fight Gygus. Alright.
Fair enough.
Into the future past something we go. I also love the fact that it's shaped like a Mr. Saturn.
The ultimate shape.
Very much so.
We are gonna check this. We are gonna do a full heal.
This is what peak performance looks like, is a Mr. Saturn.
Absolutely. Oh wow, we got incredibly lucky there. That first section had like no enemies.
Yeah,
that is super uncommon, and I deeply appreciate it. Let's do bash for Jeff. Jeff is basically just gonna bash the entire time. We have 1 big bottle rocket, and that's the only thing that Jeff is gonna do in the main fight. Also, I guess he can toss out some brain food lunches if necessary, but I mean, Jeff himself doesn't really need the brain food lunches. We're gonna do some healing. I cannot afford to lose people. we are in a bit of a predicament as far as with Paula. Our biggest concern right now is that Paula's gonna go down during the Gygas fight and we can't get her back up. We'll do everything we can to avoid that, but we need to be very careful about it, and she's gonna have a shield the whole time, because I don't trust that she's gonna be able to get through that without dying. Oh, that's a lot of enemies.
It's paying you back for that nice stretch at the start when you just got absolutely no one.
Very much so. It's teaching us the lesson of my hubris of even talking about it.
Don't mention it.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. Hopefully this nuclear reactor doesn't kill anybody in the process. Let's just auto fight, clear that. And Paula almost died. That was not great.
Really
So
coming
about
for
that
her.
healing, let's get Paula back up. We're gonna try and get through that without pulling all of those.
There's so many.
So many. That box right there could have been a couple life noodles, but I don't want to mess around trying to get it and have to fight all those things. Ah, green. Perfect. We can just skip this. So we're going to try doing that. We grabbed a save right at the start of this. If I die, I will be reloading the game, just so we can get access to anything we would have burned along the way. We might lose some experience in the process, but we can do some more grind then as well. We're gonna use all of our brain food lunches then, or at least some of them, once we get into the Gygas arena. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting the thing has a freaking shield. And we lost Paula. Alright, well, that's fine. So we didn't use any real items. I can just go back. I don't think we can use teleport here. No. So we're gonna walk our way all the way back now, and we're gonna do that again. Thankfully, the experience we got though put everybody at a reasonable level. I mean, it's pretty low still, but I think we can still pull it out. As long as we get off the brain shock, that's all that matters. So yeah, not ideal.
It's fine.
It's okay, it's good. It's good. We're fine.
Well, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what the heck the wild and woolly shambler really is.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one.
I just thought I saw blueberries at first. I was very confused.
Okay, that
and
was
a little
couple
bit
life
hungry.
noodles.
Oh,
we're going back.
Oh, heck yeah. That's precisely what we want in that.
That is 100% what we want. We are going to use one of our brain food lunches right now. We are going to wait until Paula, we're actually back to where we can, yeah, make sure Paula is safe before reviving her. Let's see what everyone else is at. Yeah, we're going to life up on Pooh and life up on Jeff. And we're going to use heal so we stop seeing that red flashing because it's annoying.
Yep. Yeah, it's this.
That is. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just like. Eesh, the background to this is upsetting.
Yeah, there's so much intense menuing in this as well. It's one of the more difficult things to deal with in this game. Is that there's a lot of menuing.
It's wild to me how fast you can navigate all of this. I could never.
It's all just rote memorization.
Yeah.
Playing this game to absolute death. Who got brain shot? Okay, no one got brain shocked. Good. Good. We're gonna auto fight. Hopefully this will solve this problem.
You're giving me anxiety over here.
Oh yeah, it's only gonna get worse as we do the Gygas fight. There's gonna be a lot of stuff we have to sort of navigate around. Alright, we are gonna burn that couple life nudes, and get Paula back up. She's gonna be back with full health. And now we're gonna use some brain food lunches. Paula's gonna cap out her health and her MP. Being below 100 health is pretty dang scary. We're gonna use Paula's brain food lunches primarily because she's not gonna be healing herself. through most of it. If someone's gonna heal Paula, it's gonna be either Jeff or Ness or Pooh. Ideally Jeff, just because Jeff doesn't do much else with that. Everyone's capped up. We are good to go. We are gonna try and do this. Let's see who we're fighting tonight, y'all. So, obviously Gygus is gonna stick his head out of that whatever disgusting mass of tentacles. Oh my god, it's Ness. It looks like Ness. And we have Everdread.
Everdread.
How dare you, Everdread? Fortunately, Everdread is not that dangerous of a fight. Let me double check one thing real quick with Everdread. He is susceptible to a few things, but he takes a lot of damage from ice, which is really, really good. Because we have a lot of ice attacks. So we'll do freeze on him there. Jeff is gonna burn the big bottle rocket, and we're going to use freeze again. That should be enough to sort out Everdread. Okay. Gygus is not doing a lot of damage right now. That's huge. Okay, that's Everdread down. We are in phase 2 of Gygus. Gygus is about to take a giant bottle rocket to the face. Yeah, Everdread. Shush. Shush you. Didn't work on Gygus because Gygus can't get hit by the bottle rocket. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're going to use PK Swag. We are going to use Psy Freeze. We are going to we're not going to do anything with Jeff, but we are going to cast Brain Shock. Now, the reason Jeff isn't going to do anything is because Jeff's attacks are physical. Physical attacks will break Brain Shock. Brain Shock makes Gygus feel strange. Strange things, when you're set with the strange, the strange status effect, you pick a target, but you only hit that target a small percentage of the time. Otherwise, you pick a target at random, and it's usually you. So, Gygus is going to be punching himself for a bit, while we just whittle away the experience, their health, rather. We are in pretty good shape. Numbness on Paula is a problem. I don't know if she can pray while she's numb.
This guy absolutely does not belong in this fight.
Nope. Nope,
What
he
is
doesn't.
Everdread's whole thing?
Everdread is, oh, okay. Well, that went badly. Okay, yeah, we need to, well, we're done here. We're gonna have to forfeit this fight, and go back and do it again. It's fine, it's fine. We can get through there without too much of a problem. Yeah, this is the issue of not having ways to revive Paula. She died due to a very unfortunate thing. Again, we're just gonna auto-fight through. We've still got a bunch of brain food lunches, so we should be able to pretty easily get through this. Yeah, that was just the classic example of something went wrong. There's not much we could do about it.
Yep.
Part of this particular randomizer is sometimes Gygus does stuff that's just absolutely awful. You can try and build resistances around certain things like numbness or other status effects. Unfortunately, with randomized equipment, that's not nearly as easy. But we are gaining some experience that's going to make things a little easier. Gygus's direct attacks aren't doing all that much, which is great. And we can take out Everdread really quickly, so I'm not concerned. As soon as we get back there, as long as we get a clean phase through Gygus, we'll be fine. I am less than concerned. Yeah, we're gonna check our... Actually, yeah, we're gonna do a thing real quick, just to kind of minimize the chance that Paul's gonna die. We're gonna do that. We're gonna grab some psi power from this lovely butterfly. Butterflies will sporadically just give you psi power when they land on you. So we're just gonna do that real quick and get some points. If you've got any kind of announcements or donations, that'd be great.
I just want to remind us that our current target for Metal Kirby's candy-infused final boss in Kirby Squeak Squad still needs about $80 to be reached, and we still just have Black Mage in the lead for our Final Fantasy randomizer poll. Also, we've got shirts. Exclamation point merch in the chat, and you can check out our last t-shirt.
Okay, so we just burnt a repel sandwich. Repel sandwiches were added to the randomizer to basically turn off spawns for a certain amount of time. They are hard to find, and they are incredibly useful. We just bypassed that last section there without having to do anything special. So we're once again going to burn through a couple brain food lunches, get everyone back up to snuff, everyone topped off. We also got a bunch of them still sitting in our inventory, so I think we're pretty much good. Paula didn't actually need that, but it's fine. Jeff, you're not getting a brain food lunch, you don't have psi powers. Alright, we are good to go on this one more time. We just gotta be a little more careful going from phase 2 into phase 3. That was just unfortunate that happened that way. Ness's psi attack got off, and that did a bunch of damage to the entire party, because at that point he has reflection for that, so. Alright, Everdread. Round 2. We're gonna freeze you again. Normally this is where we would fight Pokey, Ness's childhood friend who's also just kind of a jerk.
What is with the children in this universe?
I mean, Pokey was easy to take over. He's selfish and mean and rude and hates everybody. So he was the perfect vessel for being Gygas's servant. Alright, Everdread's done. We are gonna just we're gonna do the Brain Shock, we're gonna do Freeze. I'm not gonna do any attacks on Ness.
And Pokey himself is just in some dungeon waiting for us to arrive.
Yep. He's just hanging out somewhere.
Poor Pokey. Waiting
freeze,
forever.
Defend, and Brain Shock. Please, no status effects on Paula. Okay, Brain Shock got off, that's good. That's a good start. We are gonna do Life Up on Paula. She's gonna continue to do Freeze. We're gonna defend and use more Freeze. We wanna just push over into phase 3 as fast as possible. Hopefully this won't be a problem. Okay, we're in phase 3. This is exactly what happened last time. Although we don't have Ness doing his attacks, that's not gonna get reflected back at us. Very happy about that. Okay, so we are going to, again, defend with Ness. We are going to start praying with Paula, and we are going to Brain Shock Gygas. Alright, so, Sergeant Charles, Mick McGurk, and Sierra prayed for Ness at all. I've never seen that one before. So this is going to go through random people in the world that are going to help us fight off Gygas through the power of praying for Paula and Ness. And we should still have Brain Shock. We don't have Brain Shock up, we're going to put it back up.
Nice.
Okay, body solidified, not a problem. That's not an issue, although we want to make sure Paula stays up. Defend, side, we're going to try putting that Brain Shock on one more time. Okay, that's fine. We got a prayer off. The Magic Cake couple prayed for Ness and his friends. Yeah, right now Gygas is just not cooperating, because that's what Gygas do. We are gonna just keep doing prayers, keep defending, and keep trying to Brain Shock him. Just don't solidify poo. Thank you! Thank you. Ah, the Dungeon Man prayed for Justin's friends.
Dungeon Man!
Dungeon Man! The man who built himself into a dungeon shaped like a man.
Excellent.
Okay, we are going to... Hold on, did we get the... Okay, Brain Shock is off, that's good. Heal Paula. She's going to keep praying. We are going to use a brain food lunch on Pooh to keep him up. Gygus tried to attack himself. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Pooh's girlfriends prayed for Pooh and his friends. Alright. So that is all of the important people who've got health back, and Ness can now heal himself. I know that sounds a little harsh, but...
Is Pooh also a kid, or is Pooh an adult?
Pooh is, I think, a kid? I don't know. It's weird. We're gonna defend here.
Wondering about his multitude of girlfriends.
Well, I mean, he's just, it's his culture. At least that's the excuse that I understand. Hey, the Flying Men prayed for Ness and his friends.
Hey, the Flying Men!
Flying Men are from Magicant. That's a whole other thing that we could have done. There are alternate solve solutions for this.
I just know them from Smash. I remember them being very annoying the very few times we've played with items on.
Oh yeah, the Flying Men are incredibly useful. Oh, the Swamp Monkey and Co. prayed for Ness and his friends. We are almost at phase 4, so we're gonna defend, we're gonna pray, we're gonna defend.
Oh gosh, there's another.
There's one final phase. It's very short, though. The Sanchez brothers prayed for Ness and his friends. We are in phase 4, y'all. We are very close.
No, all of these classic characters that we built such a bond with over this run.
Okay, Paula prayed, and it was absorbed by the darkness, which obviously that's not great. We're gonna defend. We're gonna pray one more time. We're gonna hope for beyond hope that it works, and that Paula does not get. Okay, Paula survived. Paula prayed. We did it. And now the world is going to be saved by the prayers of trans rights.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, so we're done. We're out of it. So this fight will be over momentarily. Time will be when we see U1 at the top of the screen. It's going to take a couple seconds. There's a little bit of dialogue, but yeah. Basically, trans rights keeps pummeling the crap out of Gygus.
As it should.
Also, sorry for the bitrate on the stream. It's about to have a real bad time.
Oh boy. This is not pleasant to look at.
No, it never is. Come on. Stop being dramatic, Gygus. There we go.
And
time.
Heck yeah.
GG.
All right, y'all. Thank you so
Good
much for having me
going.
on here. I truly appreciate getting to run this for everybody. Earthbound is an incredible game. I highly recommend you check out PK Scramble if you're interested in doing this as a randomizer. If you haven't played the game casually, I highly recommend that as well. So let me just do my little outro thing. I am GrayGooGirl. I stream on Twitch 3 nights a week. I just do a lot of randomizer content and some variety content, retro achievements, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm at GrayGooGirl. Sorry, it's at twitch.tv/GrayGooGirl. MJ, do you have anything to plug?
Oh, I stream 3 times a week as well. Twitch.tv/MJPastellis. Just chilling. I don't do a whole lot of speedrunning stuff right now, but I do it when the mood strikes me.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I think that about covers everything then.
Yep. Thank you both. Thank you, Gray, for this run. Stick around, and I'll be back momentarily to send us out for the night. Okay. Thank you again, GrayGooGirl, for that last run. Thank you to all of our performers today, all of my fellow hosts, all of my fellow Lady Arcaders working in the background, making this happen. And thank all of you for joining us for our first day of Lady Arcaders Super Showcase 2024. In just this one day, $820 for care. And we have so much more to come this weekend. Tomorrow, we're going to start off with an interview with Care at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then we're following that up with the Final Fantasy randomizer, which we've got that poll for which character we'll play as between Fighter, Thief, Red Mage, White Mage, and Black Mage. Black Mage is in the lead. You technically have a good almost 12 hours to get a donation in for that one. And then we also have Kirby Squeak Squad right after that. The Metal Kirby's Candy-infused final boss fight, which needs $80 more to get, but we have a little more time for that one. If you want to keep up with us, as always, you can join the Discord to either just keep up with us or join our community. And I've been ValeriaAsteria. I've been sleepy, and I will see you again personally tomorrow evening. And we are going to be rating Aki Bread, who is currently playing Parasite Eve, to follow up Parasite Eve 2 earlier. Again, thank you all for joining us and donating. Can't wait to see you all for the rest of the weekend. Sleep well. Good night.